Hi, my name is William Todd Turner. I work for Plumas Chapter 193. I am a custodial here at Roy Carmichael. I've been a volunteer firefighter for almost 6 years now. I was kind of raised around it. My mom worked for the ambulance crew in the small town we lived in for over 20 years. Growing up, I was her dummy. She would throw me into cars and the firefighters had to take me out. I learned a lot. Watching her go out and do these calls made me want to become a volunteer firefighter. Being a volunteer firefighter is helping my community. There's a lot of hard stuff that you see, but I'm glad that there's somebody there, because if I was in a car accident or a fire, I would want someone to come and help me. Firefighter, they're paid for their shifts, and they normally work anywhere from 12 to 24-hour shifts. When us, as the pager goes off, and if we're able to go, we just go. We are on call at all times. It's hard being a volunteer because you work 24-hour shifts, which end up being turned into like 30-hour shifts. We are very short-staffed as volunteer firefighters, so it's hard sometimes to hear the call and not be able to go. Like the big cities, they have tons of paid firefighters, and their job is to be on call at the station, ready to go at any time. Us being volunteer firefighters, we are actually in a community of 2,400 people, and I think that there's maybe 30 people that volunteer in our community. You never know when that pager's gonna go off. It could go off at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it could go 5 or 6 hours. On a fire, you never know how long they're gonna go. But living in a small community, I've been here for about 7 years now, so I know 90% of the people in this town. That and me working at a school, most of the parents and students know me. So it's hard to go on a call and know somebody, but knowing that you're there to help them, you work through it. It's hard, especially on some of the major car crashes and stuff like that. Being a volunteer, that you have to be there to help these people. I'm glad that I have a principal that's pretty relaxed about me being able to go on calls, especially during summertime. For 3 months, I did 90 calls. It wasn't every day, but in 3 months, so there's 90 days. That means we were pretty much doing a call every day. It was nice knowing that my principal had my back, and I would go on calls. I'd come back, I'd work my hours. If I got called out again, I'd go, but I'd always make up my time, and she was very lenient with that. That was nice. As a volunteer firefighter, you go on medical calls and fighting fire, and you go on traffic accidents. We have a train that goes through our little town, and we actually had a train leaking diesel. So being a volunteer firefighter, it's not just fighting fire, and it's not just structure fire. It's structure fire, it could be wildland fire, it could be a car on fire. This year there was a lot of wildfires, and a lot of people did lose homes. And they know that we're there to help them, and you just got to kind of calm them down and say, yes, I know we lost your property, you can rebuild. The hardest part is when you lose people, and this year we've lost quite a few. That's why I joined the volunteer fire department, because I wanted to help. If I was in a major car accident or something like that, I would want people that volunteer to come and help me. That is why I do the volunteer thing. Yes, you see some stuff that you don't like to see, and it is sometimes hard to get over. Being able to turn around and help other communities is nice. I know that they would turn around and help us if we needed them. Firefighters were so stretched, so thin during the wildland fires this year that normally you do a 2-week stint, and it actually ended up being a 3-week stint. Actually, this year I got sent out in Susanville, which I know a lot of our Teachers Association members live over there, and some of their houses were in danger. So it was nice to be able to go and help other communities.